Hey guys, so this video is another video about carbs and fat. So I do get asked questions like, are beans and nuts, nut butters, protein sources? Well, the USDA tells you it is, okay, because it's a meat alternative to vegans and hardcore vegetarians. They'll have to use it as it, especially vegans, because no animal protein. So you have to do it. Can you get enough protein from these things in an active diet? Sure you can. But if you think that this program has a lot of work to do to get the right amount of nutrients, calories, protein, carbs, and fat in a vegan diet, especially when you're active, to do it the right way and not be deficient, you need to do more work than even what you're doing in this program. And you need to do it all the time. Otherwise, you will be deficient. Normally, I tell vegans that I work with that they're going to have to get a lot of their protein from protein shakes. It's one of the only times I'm okay with protein shakes. And especially if they don't eat soy products, okay? Because that's where you would really get a good vegan protein from. But soy products do have their drawbacks. And if you have any issues with them, then it's going to be protein shakes. The reason why is because no matter what anyone says, basic numbers, basic math, if you look at everything, beans are carb sources that have protein. And nuts and seeds are fat sources that have protein. Okay? If you look at it, they'll have at least 2 times the amount of carbs or fat to protein. And there'll be a good amount of calories. So here, a cup of cooked chickpeas, garbanzo beans, 269 calories, 14.5 grams of protein, but 40 grams of carbs. It is a carb source that has protein, okay? Now you can look at any bean, you can look at any nut or nut butter. There are carb and fat sources that have protein. If you want a good protein source, and you're not going to eat tofu products, then you're going to have to supplement with protein powders. It's as simple as that. Do the proteins in these foods count? If we were counting protein, yes, they do. But we're not counting protein because guess what? None of you eat protein. None of you eat carbs, and none of you eat fat. You eat rice, you eat pasta and bread and meat and fish. You eat nuts. We eat real food. And that's why we need to stop thinking about what we eat as protein, carbs, and fat. Because we don't eat that. We don't look at and be like, oh yeah, this can of fat looks really good. I'm going to buy that. We don't do that. We eat real food. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing it like this. Okay? We're trying to get our minds out of where they used to be, which doesn't work for most people in the long run. It's not sustainable. Every one of you, including myself, including Susan, has eaten calories, protein, carbs, and fat. And guess what? We all stopped eating that way because it wasn't sustainable. Okay? That's just not how we do it. All right? Okay.